Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. It depends on when you're watching this video. I'm sorry, it took about 8 minutes for us to start. I hope you enjoyed that music. In this video, you are going to be learning 5 digital tools that can change the way you work forever. In this class today, you're going to be learning 5 tools. And by when I say digital tools, I'm talking about 2 services provided by Google. Google digital tools that can change the way you work in the year 2025. And like many of us know, in my usual manner, when we have workshops on this channel or trainings, it's not a moment for us to be having debates, conversations, or discussions, but straight into the business of the day. So, give me a moment, I'll share my screen and I'll introduce very briefly what we're here to do today. So I'm going to be assuming now that you see my screen. On my screen is what we're going to be doing here today. I'm going to be revealing to us 5 Google tools that you need in this year. And these tools will change the way you work forever, right? And before we get started, I'm just going to remind us that this particular training um, it stems from the webinar we held yesterday tagged New Year, New Me. And that webinar was motivating and inspiring. So I'm going to be putting the link in the comment section for you to watch that webinar before you continue this video. That webinar will help you get on started with the kind of work you do this year 2025. Having said that, our business for today is Google Tools Practical Demonstration, a step-by-step guide with Sylvester. So who is going to be handling this training session today? My name is Sylvester Ebhonu, and I'm also known as the Digital Librarian. I oversee the capacity building initiatives of the Upskill and Connect Village, right? So I've had over 10 years in doing what I do today, and I'm hoping that we will all learn from this training session today. So the next thing I would like to quickly let you know is if you just joined this video, please bear it in mind that I know you are anticipating to learn something new. You want to, I know many people have been hoping to hear from me and what this training will look like. Sincerely, I promise you, this training, this video, this journey you're just about to start will change the way you work forever, not just in 2025. And I want to let you know that nothing is actually new. It's just that we don't practice what we learn, and so we have forgotten. So because we have forgotten, that's why I'm here again in your face to teach you what you already knew before again. And that's the formula I use, which is upskill and practice. Upskill and practice. Then for those who actually have idea about Google tools, in this training, I'm going to be letting you know that Google now has some new updates. Some of these tools we've been using over the years now have some new updates. As at 1 month ago, Google Forms had a new update. As at several months ago, another AI update was included in it. So all of those new features in these tools that some of us may not be aware of, I'm going to be treating them in this workshop. So having introduced myself, I'm about to go into the training session now. But before I do that, what I want you to do is please share this video with your friends. Please, if you have people, your family members, anyone, just copy this link or click on share. Click on the share button. Tell somebody, say we have started. Just tell somebody that we have started, okay? Share it on Facebook. If you are watching on Facebook, share it. If you're watching on YouTube, share to WhatsApp and everyone that needs to see this video to let them know that we have started, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss out from this training session today. Having said that, I'll go right into the presentation for today. So now Google. I know some of us assume Google to be just um, search engine. I know when we hear the word Google, some of us think that Google is just www.google.com, that search engine service. That's what comes to our mind, where you can go and ask questions. And I think the term is now so popular that I don't know if it's now an approved English word. Let's say you want to look for something, somebody just tells you, Google it. It means go and search for it. Now, that is what many of us understand Google to be. But that is not exactly all Google is about. Now, this is what Google is all about. Google engine company started off that way, but the mission to facilitate global access to information. They are leading in this mission because of some of these reasons. They are leading because they keep introducing new products, new services, and new productivity tools that researchers can use, entrepreneurs can use, administrators can use, students can use. This is one of the things that makes Google stand out. And some of those services or tools include Google Keep, Calendar, etc. And organizations, businesses, and different type of individuals and professionals are using these tools to make their work better. So the question is, why are you as a student or as a lecturer, especially my colleagues, librarians and libraries, why are we now being left out? Why are we not taking advantages of these tools? The good news is most of these tools come for free. Now, what are examples of these tools? I know, as you see on the screen, let me even do a test. I know I've not greeted those in the chat session. Let me see those of you who are online. I want you to tell me in the chat section, just by the logos you see on the screen, tell me the Google tool that you recognize. So let us see. If you recognize any Google tool just by the logo, please type it in the comment section and let me see. Let me see your comments in the comment section. If you see any Google tool that you are familiar with on the screen, just type I see Google Forms or I am familiar with Google Chrome and all that. I just want to see, this will help me know that you are hearing me, you can see my screen, and that we are communicating. I wouldn't like to be talking to myself, so please engage me in the chat section. If you have questions as we are going on, this is going to be a long training. I'm going to be doing step-by-step training of 5 Google tools that you need in the year 2025. Thank you, Sotonye. Thank you so much. She says she's familiar with Google Classroom because she sees that on the screen. That's one of Google's services for academic people, teachers, and lecturers. All right, is that the only person that sees a tool? There are so many tools on the screen. Victoria Utulu says, I see Google Chrome. Yes, that's Google's browser, Google browsing service. Okay, so I think, okay, let me just continue this training. If you see, the next on your slide now is, I have curated a list of about 21 Google tools. This is just to give you an example, though I'm teaching you 5 today, but there are over 30 tools and services that Google renders, but I'm focusing on just 5. And what I've done is I've categorized these tools. So for instance, as you can see, the first set of tools, which are 4 of them here, are organizing tools. Google Keep, Google Calendar, Google Task. In the right-hand corner, I did a little description that can tell you what these tools, the function of these tools. So you can see we have communication tools like Gmail, which is most prominent. We have research tool, Google Scholar is most prominent. And then we also have content creation tool, as we can see on the screen. Content creation tools like Google Doc, Google Sheets, and all that. Those are used for creating content for the kind of work you would like to do. And yes, we have marketing and branding tools. Let's say you have a business and you are thinking of how to market that business, how to brand that business, how to give that business visibility. All these tools I've curated here. Google My Business, Google Ads, YouTube Studio can help you manage all these your content. And there are analytic tools, which is the last category. There are more analytic tools, but I only listed Google Analytics there. So having said this, let us now focus on the 5 tools that we are here to treat today. But before you can benefit from all these Google services that I've mentioned, all these important things that you can do, remember I said okay, all these tools now. I said Google Docs is a word processor for creating, editing, and collaborating on documents in real time. All these benefits, if you want to enjoy them, the first thing you need to do, which is step one, you need to sign up on Google. And some of us may not understand what I mean by sign up. Some of you have said, I've heard about YouTube accounts. How can I get a YouTube account? It is very easy. Once you have a Gmail account, once somebody tells you, go and send me your Google account, or do you have a Google account, what the person is simply asking is, do you have a Gmail address? Okay, that is, for instance, sylvester@gmail.com. So once you go to www.gmail.com, let me type that in the chat section, www.gmail.com. Once you type that in the chat section, www.gmail.com, it will take you to Google's platform where you can create an email for yourself. For those of you who don't have a Google account, immediately you sign up and get a Gmail address, it means you now have a Google account, and it means you have just started your journey to benefiting from all the myriad services that Google renders. Now, please, I want to apologize to those who are experts, who are advanced in technology. My training sessions are actually practical, and I take it step by step for those who are not so tech savvy to be able to understand. So in case your level of tech usage is a bit advanced, please pardon me, because I'm doing this with the assumption that majority are not familiar with this. So once you have completed this first step of creating your Google account, the next step is actually signing up for these tools, like getting these tools, like how do I describe it now? Opening or creating your first document in each of these tools, starting to use them. And right away, I will not delay. I am now starting the training officially. I'm now through with all my introduction, and we want to get into the practical. So, tool number 1 is Google Forms. Google Forms. I want to teach you how you can use Google Forms. Now, the question is, what can you use Google Forms for? Number 1, it's important I explain the reasons. For each of these tools, I have provided up to 10 ways, or 10 ways you can use them, and how they can improve the work you are doing in this year 2025. So number 1, are you the president of an association and you are looking at organizing a physical conference or an online conference? You need to gather information about the people that will attend that conference. Instead of asking them to fill a handwritten form, or just telling them to call you to tell you that they are interested, or send you a WhatsApp message, that is a little too cumbersome nowadays. What you can do is create a Google form. That Google form will help you collect the information of the people who needs to attend that event, and you will be able to have their names, their preferences. They will be able to send you their receipts for payment, of that for that conference or workshop that you are organizing. Secondly, if you want to design a questionnaire, now some of us, I have many colleagues who reach out to me and say, Sylvester, how much will you use to design a questionnaire for my research work? Actually, the lowest price I charge to create a questionnaire for a researcher is 10,000 naira. Now, it doesn't cost me anything to create this questionnaire. The platform I use in creating this questionnaire is a free platform called what? Google Form. And today, I'm teaching you practically how to create this. Also, as a lecturer, you may need to conduct a test. Let's say your students, you are teaching GST courses, and the students are about 500 students. How will you mark the 50 questions that you set to 500 students? The best recommendation is to use Google Form to set the questions and make them quizzes. So immediately you do that, what happens is you send the link to the students, and they will off you time the link. After 10 minutes or 30 minutes, they will not be able to respond anymore. And immediately they click on submit, they will be able to see their scores, what they are grading for that test. That way, you don't even need to mark anything. You have already set the rubrics, and automatically, if they get the answer wrong, they will be able to see that they've gotten the answer wrong. Now, if you look over this my list, you will see I have other suggestions here on how you can use Google Form. Please, I want to trust that you have read my screen, because what I'm doing today is strictly practical. So if I start explaining each of all these for all the 5 tools I want to do today, this video will run into 4 hours. And my target is at least 2 hours for this session today. So you see, you can use it to register participants for a book club. Even those who have businesses, you want to get feedback about your business, you can use this. You want to get RSVP for those who will attend your event, you can use Google Form. Now, let us do the first practical. Hands-on. Let us now see the practical on how to do this. So pardon me, let me stop sharing this screen and share another screen on how you can access Google Forms. So let's go to the practical. But before we go to the practical, let me see if there are any comments. Okay, Precious say I saw over 10 familiar tools, and Christy says, okay, Fola Shade is here. Thank you, Ma, for being here. She says she sees Google Forms. So now let's do a practical on Google Forms. So this is the pattern we are going to be using today. I'll tell you about the tool, 10 reasons and ways you can use the tool, and then we will now go into the practical. So let us look at Google Form for a start. If you are happy to be here and you're enjoying the class so far, always send me comments. It will encourage me to keep smiling while I'm teaching you. All right, and don't forget to share the video. So let me share my other screen, replace screen sharing. Let me share another screen. Okay, give me a moment. Sorry, Chrome tab. Okay. All right. Okay, I want to believe you can now see my screen. Now, on this screen, the first step to start to know how to use Google Form, or if you want to use Google Form, if you want to, don't forget I've talked about the things you can use Google Form for. Now, if you want to use it for any of the purposes, let us see how you would do it. The first step 1, on your browser, you would type what? forms.google.com. Immediately you type forms.google.com. As you can see, my browser is loading forms.google.com. So now I am now in the environment of what? Of Google Forms. So this is where to start creating any type of form you want to create. Now that was just one way to open forms.google.com. Anytime you are on Google in your Gmail at all, can you see these 9 dots that are here? There's a 9 dots at the top right corner. Once you click on these 9 dots, you will be able to see all those Google services I mentioned. Can you see Google Maps? Can you see YouTube's? So I can now search and search and search and search. Can you see forms? So this is another way for me to do what? Access Google Forms. So if I click this one now, it will still take me to this same place. Or I just come here and type forms.google.com. Now that I'm here, if I want to create a new form, all I need to do is do what? I will click on what? Blank form. Now I just clicked on blank form and see what is happening. I clicked on blank form, see what is happening. A blank form has now loaded for me. What this means is I want to create a form that I would title by myself and all that. So let me go back to this place that I started from. But if you want to go through the templates, there are also templates here. Let's say you are a fashion designer and you want to make a clothes, you sell clothes, and you want to create a form for people to be able to tell you the sizes of their shirts and all that. There are templates here. I can click t-shirt sign up template. If I click t-shirt sign up template, take a look at what you see. It will now load a form for me. Everyone, can you now see that I didn't even have to type or do anything? A form is here ready for me. The form it says t-shirt sign up. So I can say the Digital Librarian. So I can say the Digital Librarian's branded t-shirts. Let's say I want to sell t-shirts. So, and I want to create a form that people can fill to tell me their name, the sizes of their t-shirts, etc. All I just need to do is this. I will name the form, and then I'll tell them, I will put a question for their name. Can you see the sizes are there? In place of this picture, I can change this picture here by uploading another picture, and by clicking here, I can click on change. Once I say change, let me do that practically so that we'll see. It takes me into my computer to search for pictures. So I will go to my photos, if there's any photo there, or let me just go to my drive and search for another picture to replace this picture. So give me a moment. I want to replace the photo with my photo. So my photo is uploading now. So what I have just done is I have now sampled the shirts that I intend to sell, for example. So then I will now, okay, yes, that's all. Then the form is ready. So all I need to do now is click on, if you look at this top right corner, there's a button called publish. This form cannot be seen by anyone until I publish it. So if I click publish, see what will happen. So it will tell me that my form is now ready, and it will ask me to get the link. So it's now asking me, who are those that will respond to this Google form? Now, can I just give you one good news? For those of you who are already familiar with Google form, this is a new update. It happened just in December. I'm not sure, I think it's in December. So in case you are using Google form for the first time since December, you will notice some changes. If you don't publish your form, people will not see it. So they've included a button called publish. That's one of the new feature in Google form. So, and you have to choose who will respond to it. So I will now manage and say those who should respond to this form should be those who have access to the link. So I need to copy the link of this form and share with them to be able to access the Google form. Give me a moment. I think that's loading. Okay. So, or let me publish. The first thing to do, let me publish. Okay, sorry, sharing is unavailable right now. Please click on OK. So you publish first. So I click on publish. Immediately you publish, then you can come and start managing what happens to your link. So you can notice now, for those of you who were using Google Form as at November, a lot of things have changed. Take a look at this button here. This is where you now share, and this is where you now get the link to the form. So for those in the upskill community, this is the link. So if I click on copy responders link, it will show me the link to the form. But as it is right now, the link is too long. So I will click on this button that says shorten the link. So now the link is shorter. So I'll copy this link and I'm coming to YouTube. I'm coming here now to paste the link for everyone to see. Click to fill the form. So because this is a practical class, I have just posted the link for you. And I'm also going to come to the upskill community and I'll paste the link here. I'll paste it in my upskill community. Click to fill. Now, it's a test, okay? Test. So if you fill this form, take note of what will happen. I've sent the link, so anybody who is able to fill the form, just fill it. The form only has one question. It only has one question. So, no, it has two questions, your name and your shirt size, okay? So once you fill the form, the question now is, I've shown you how to send the link of a form that you create to people. The next thing is, how do you monitor to see the responses that people have made on the form that you created? Look at this tab here. It says responses. Christabel, if you are online, please help me fill the form so that we can see some responses. So this is responses. At the moment, it says 0 responses because nobody has filled the form. So I'm just going to wait till somebody fills this form and then we can continue. So while we are waiting for people to fill this form, I want to create another type of form. Number one, forms.google.com. So I want to create a form from scratch. What we did just now was creating a form from a template. Now let's create a Google form from scratch. So all I need to do is do what? I'll click on blank form. So now that I've clicked on blank form, the thing you see when you click on blank form is two important blocks. The first block is the title block, and the second block, which you see here, is the questions block, where you put your questions and all your options. Okay, so in this case, I want to create a form for a questionnaire. So I will say questionnaire on poverty rates in Nigeria. Okay, so this is the title of my questionnaire. So then if you look under here, there's a description. It says this is the form description. Put a form description. So it's telling me to describe what the questionnaire is about. So I will say I am a student of Admiralty University and carrying out a study on the above topic. Please help me fill this questionnaire. So this is how you will be creating your questionnaire step by step. What we have done now is the title and the description area. If you want to bolden it, you can click on bold or italicize it, etc. Anything you want to do, you can do that there. Then immediately you are through with this, you come to the next block, or you click here. You now say you add a session. So you now say this session now says, what do you want to title this session? So I will now say this session is titled bio. That's the bio or profile of the respondent. So I will now say under bio, what should be under bio? So we will now say gender. So we'll say gender. The question is gender. Then the next thing you ask yourself, when you are asking what is your gender, or let's say what is your gender, the next thing is you have to prepare a response for whoever is filling this form. So when you come here, you will choose what the kind of response is. So instead of you allowing people to go there to type what their preferred gender is, you can just come here and choose what? Multiple choice. When you choose multiple choice, you come to the options and you say male. And if immediately you click another option, you will see female. And then that is it. So what this means, our dear viewers, is you have successfully created your first question for your questionnaire. The next thing, you want to create another question for your questionnaire. How do you create another question? Can you see a plus sign by the right? You click on that plus sign. Immediately you click on that plus sign, another block for question comes up. And it says, What category best fits you? What category best fits you? Best fits you. So I will say student as option, lecturer, librarian. Then can you see add others? You can now add others. This is another question successfully created. Let me do the last practical by adding a final question that is not multiple choice. So should I want users to be able to type in their responses by themselves, or I want to do a scale, a linear scale? I'll say, what is the level of poverty in your area? So I will now, what is the level of poverty in your area cannot be measured by multiple choice. So it can only be measured by a linear scale. So I will now say on a scale to 1 to 5, with 1 representing a very poor, then very poor, then 5 being very rich. Then okay, so this is it. So we have now successfully created another question. Now, the next question that comes to mind is, how does this form look like for people that are going to respond? Where we are right now is the back end. So those who will fill the form will not see all of this. How will the people see what you have done, and how will it look like for them? You come up here. Can you see an I button? That button says preview. Immediately you click on preview, watch what will happen. Now, can you see? I just clicked on preview and it's showing me this questionnaire. This is what you will see when you want to fill this form. Questionnaire on poverty rate in Nigeria. I'm a student of Admiralty. I'm using Admiralty University as a case study, please. And then you click on next. Immediately you click on next. Can you now see that the 3 questions I created just now, which is what? Your gender, your category, and the level of poverty in your area. These were the 3 questions I created just now. Let me now answer them. Male, I'm a librarian, and also the level of poverty in my country. Oh my goodness, this is a difficult question. And my country is Nigeria. So I don't know I don't know what to give Nigeria as the level of poverty. Please pardon me, don't use this for research purpose, but I'm going to put the level of poverty in Nigeria at number 2, because we keep saying there's no money in this country, but a lot of people are doing a lot, so many wonders. So let me put it at level 2 and not level 1. So immediately I'm through with this form, I will click on submit. Now this is why I said, for those of you who are familiar with Google Form, this training is important for you. This is a new feature. You see now that I cannot click on submit because this form has not been published. Unlike as at November, you can just click submit. So I have to come to the form here and click on publish before anybody can respond to this form. So now let me go back here and refresh my page so that I can submit my form. I'm reloading to refresh my page and submit my form. So I'll answer the questions again, librarian, and I'll say level 2. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not allowing me submit because I'm using the preview link. So let me use this link. I want to submit for you to see. So I'm using the actual respondent link now to fill the form, which let me also copy the respondent link to everyone so that you will fill. Here is another test form. Please fill it. Those of you in the upskill community, you would have received this link by now. So that's where I will be dropping all the important links. So if you are not in the upskill community, know that you may not be seeing the link. Fill the second test form. So I've posted also for us to see the links here again now to fill the form. So the next thing now is I want to answer the question male, librarian, and level 2. Can you see the submit button is now active? So immediately I click on submit, watch what will happen. The system automatically says your response has been recorded. Okay, so let me close all this information now and then now come back to the form we were creating. Can you now see that on my form, wow, 3 people have filled this form. So can you see that in real time, you can see how people are filling the form? As I'm talking to you now, because I've shared the link publicly, you have been able to click on it and responded. So if you were the one that, if you have responded, just come to the YouTube comment section and type, I am the one that filled the form, okay? Just let me know you were the one that filled the form so that I will know that you filled the form, okay? So you can see that among the 3 people who have filled this form, 66% is male. You can see even Google Form allows you to do the analysis of the form. The form has now increased to 4 persons now. 4 persons have filled the form. What category best fits you? Now see, what is the level of poverty in your area? See some people saying 3, 2, 1. Somebody said 1. This person, you're not nice. You're not nice. Okay. So having said that, I have now taught you how to do this. Then there is one last trick I'm going to do about Google Forms before we go into Google number 2 tool that I'm going to teach you today. And what is that? So let me start afresh again. So I'll start afresh by going to forms.google.com. In forms.google.com, I want to teach you now a new feature. It is called artificial intelligence in Google Form. Some persons don't also know this. Only those who have attended my private coaching classes are aware of this. So let me show you AI now. Let's say you want to create a questionnaire. A questionnaire on, okay, yes, we were creating a questionnaire on level of poverty. Now, and time will not permit me to be thinking of the appropriate questions that should be on that form. AI can actually help me create all the questions and all the options, and my form is ready automatically. So the time I will use to create a form, watch and see the magic. Let me show you the magic. Now, you see this top part of my form. It says, help me create a form. So I'm going to write a prompt there. I will say, create a questionnaire my questionnaire is not correct, in line with best research practices. This is a prompt I'm giving. Create a questionnaire in line with best research practices. Create a questionnaire in line with best practices for the topic level of poverty in Nigeria. Okay, I need 20 questions. All right. Okay, so take note that my prompt is a little I don't know, it's just a rush prompt, but then it's also a very specific prompt. So immediately I say that, I will click on create. Now everybody watch the magic and see what happens on your screen. So I don't need to stress myself. You will see that the AI feature of this form will create 20 questions that I can use for research purpose, and I'm going to paste it on the chat section. Now look at the questions. I'll say yes, use this question for my form. Is that so? I don't need to. Can you see now that my question is created? That title I was typing then, it did it for me. The description, can you see the description? It wrote a description for me, and it started with what? What do you consider to be the main causes of poverty in Nigeria? Unemployment, blah, 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 blah. And then the next question, it says, which sector of the Nigerian economy do you believe has the greatest potential? It gave me responses. See all the questions, and the questions, they are 20 in number. To prove it, I'm going to publish this questionnaire, and then I'm going to copy the link as usual. Let me copy the link. I'll shorten the link, the URL, and then as usual, I want to paste it here for you. So I'm going to say, fill this level of poverty in Nigeria questionnaire. This is just for learning purpose, so that people will not go and say this is an actual research. Okay, so I've done that. Those in the upskill community, I'm also pasting the link there for easy access. A Siri and Christabel, if you are in this meeting, please, I'm only posting on group one. So help me also post whatever I post in group one, post it in group two so that everybody is carried along. Please help me. Please help me do that. So, so everyone, can you now see that my form has been created with AI? Now, let me tell you something. Okay, no, before I tell you some, okay, no. I think I'm through with Google Form. So let us now go back to this. Let me now explain something to you. What we have just done now, we have completed the tool number one. We have completed tool number one. And what is tool number one? Let me stop sharing my screen and go back to my presentation. So yes, this is we were doing tool number one. Tool number one, as you can see on the screen, is Google Form, and I just completed everything about Google Form. All right, and now we did hands-on for tool number one. The next tool we want to now do is Google Keep. But before we go into that next tool, I want you to let me know in the comment section if you are watching on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube. Let me know if what I'm teaching you find value for it, if you have learned something new, if you find it relevant, and if you like my style of teaching. Please just let me know in the comment section because I'm about to move into the. And if you also have questions, please let me know and I will answer those questions. Secondly, I want to quickly make a disclaimer that I am Sylvester. I am just a digital skills and technology enthusiast, not a staff of Google. Okay, I'm not an employee of Google. I just have been using Google tools for several years now, and they have been helping me. And this training or webinar is just to share what I know about these tools and how they can help you become a better professional or individual in the year 2005. So this is just a disclaimer to let you know that this is not a Google sponsored. I'm not advertising for Google. I'm just revealing tools that can help you do a wonderful work. So thank you so much. I love encouragement like this. I'm hearing from Dr. Theophilus Usikaro. He says these are wonderful tools. Anthony says I'm among those who fill the form. Yes, good. Thank you for this engagement. Good. I'm happy to see your comments. Okay, so before we go into the next tool, I want to let you know that there are more things that I didn't teach you. Okay, and I have promised myself that this year I'm going to help many people win. When I say win, I'm going to help you win in different aspects of your life. So what I'm going to be doing from now to the end of March, the first quarter of this year, I'm going to be making myself available to teach you personally, one-on-one. I know now you can only see me, but you can't talk to me. But I'm going to be arranging a special private class between just me and you so that I can teach you anything you do not understand after now. Only those people in my upskill community will be able to hear from me on how to enter my private coaching studio. Having said this, let us now go to Google tool number two. So, what is Google tool number two? Google tool number two is Google what? Keep. Google what? Keep. Now, this tool is a tool that may be unfamiliar to some people. As the name implies, it means keep. It means Google is helping you to keep record. Google is helping you to keep some things. Okay. Now, what are the things you can use this particular tool I want to show you now for? Number one, you can use it to capture notes. Let's say you are the secretary of a committee, or your boss, you are the secretary to your boss in the office. Instead, you are always using notepads. You are using notepads like this to take notes. No, okay? Now, those notes can either be lost or damaged, but there's something about Google Keep. Google Keep is a digital note that you can organize all your ideas. Now, let me give you another reason. Some of us, For me, I cannot count how many email accounts I have, neither can I count places where I've signed up. With my passion for AI tools, I have signed up on several numbers of AI tools just to test them. So what that means, I have to create an account with these AI tools. So I have over 200 sites that I have signed up with my email. Now the question is, how can you remember the password that you use in creating accounts? Or have you not noticed that sometimes even you don't remember the password to your Facebook account? You don't remember the password to your organization Wi-Fi password. All right. Google Keep is a place where you can keep password. For instance, I have many clients that I work for. Let's say I'm working for this company today. I design a website for them. Their WordPress login admin and all the password, it's not something I can put in my head. So what I do is I leverage this platform called Google Keep to keep every useful and valuable information which are on the cloud, and I can access them at any time. Number two, you can create a collaborative to-do list for your team project. Let's say you have a team, that to-do list you usually write in a paper, you can create it digitally and add people to that to-do list. Number three, you can organize your research ideas. Number four, you can save website links, just like I've mentioned. You can draft and review business ideas. You can track inventory and etc. So these are some of the importance and uses of Google Keep. Okay, now that I've explained Google Keep, let us now hurry and look at what Google Keep looks like in practical. So now I'm moving on to for us to see the hands-on of Google Keep. Thank you everybody who is dropping comments. Ayuba is here as usual. Thank you. Deborah is here. He says, I'm correct. Charis is here. Askira is here. Thank you so much. I love you all. see, please, if you want to support what I do here, just share this video, share the link, and invite people to come and watch. And also click on the subscribe button. That's one way to support what I'm doing here today. It's a free training, and we have a long way to go. I have four more tools to teach you. All right. So now let's go into the practical session for Google Keep. Now, I have a concern for this practical because I have personal notes that are on my. So let me just, I'm going to be short in this one because my personal notes are here. So to access Google Keep, what you need to do is, let me share my screen. I know you are not seeing that particular screen. So let me share the screen where you can see what I'm doing. Okay. To access Google Keep, what you can do is what? Type keep.google.com. Now, I want to ask a question. Have you noticed that all these Google tools that I've been mentioning, to access them, the simplest tactic is just to type the name of that tool and then the domain name, the back end of it, and you say google.com. So for instance, if I want to open Google Forms, I will just type forms.google.com. If I type forms.google.com, it takes me to Google Form. If I want to go to email, just like we all know our email, Gmail, all you know is what? mail.google.com. That's what you need to type. It will take you to Gmail. If I want to go to what we now want to do now is Google Keep, I will type keep.google.com. So now you see, I've taught you another tactic you can use to access any Google services that Google renders. Now, how can you use Google Keep? Google Keep is synonymous, or just like the normal stickers you have on your, what's it called? On your computer, your Microsoft Windows computer. Now, take a note. If I want to, let's say, take a note, you just click on take a note. That's how it is. Say, take a note. And then you now title that note. You say, this is minutes of meeting of the DL's webinar. So you now start taking notes. That number one, there was an introduction. introduction. Then number two, then we took the tools, the five tools for year 2025. So you just use it to take notes, and then that's just it, okay? Then immediately I close now. My that note I have taken, I don't need to press Control S. Anything you just type, it's saved to the Google Clouds. We'll come to Google Clouds very soon. I know some of us want to understand what cloud computing is, and Google Clouds. We've been hearing about Google Cloud saves a document to the cloud. I have a video on my channel where I taught that, a funny video anyway, but let me not digress for now. So now this is a note I have created. Now, let me just take us around this environment. If you see here, you'll be able to see all the notes I have. And then these areas you are seeing here are what we call what? Labels. So I can now click on these three dots in the notes I just created. I will now say add a label. Add a label is like adding a category for a particular task that you are doing. So I'm going to say this label should be named meetings. I will say minutes of meetings. So regardless of the minutes of meeting, it can be minutes of meeting for my church, minutes of meeting for my organization's committee or anywhere. So all of them, I will be putting them under this label. Okay, so what I've done now is I have just created a label called what? Minutes of meeting. So if we come to this left hand side of this panel now, let us search for it. Can you see? Minutes of meeting is now a label. So if I click minutes of meeting, you will see that what is under minutes of meeting is just the minutes of meeting of DL's webinar. So if I want to add another minutes of meeting, I can now say minutes of meeting of Adun Library. Okay, so take a look and see now. You can now see that all the minutes of meeting are arranging here for me. So this is how I can be taking notes of I can be keeping track. Pardon me, there was a fluctuation in my power. Yeah, let me see if I'm still live. Give me a moment. I want to see if I'm still live. My power fluctuated a little bit. Okay. So now, yes. So here we are. This is where I stopped. So these are the labels. So in my own case now, I've been using this Google Keep for several years, like since 20. If most of the notes here now, you will see I created them. I have a label for family. So my family issues, my budget for my family, and any goal I have for my family. If I click on family now, what you will see on my screen are the notes that I've taken about the goals for my family. And I don't want to click it because I don't want you to see those personal information. Then for my initiatives as the digital librarian, I have a label. All the ideas that I have that I would like to share, every idea that I have that's about the digital librarian is usually shared is under this. Then my workplace, Adun Library, for example, every assignment my boss has given to me, there's a label where I keep track of everything I need to do there. Okay. Then I have other initiatives. Then this number 5 says login details. It has login details of different accounts where I manage. So wherever I am, anywhere in this world, I don't need to refer to my physical jotter to get login details. So these are labels that I can use. Now, in this minutes of meeting, I want to show you another function here. We can also color it, the background. We can say, okay, let's color all minutes of meeting should be colored red. So that way, I'm able to sort by color and all that. Then, if I want to add people who should view the minutes of the meeting, I will add what? Collaborators. So I will say collaborators. So I will get the email of the collaborators. I will say, for instance, Christabel. I don't have anybody's email here. So Christabel is somebody I know. So I'll say, okay, this is her email. So I will add her as one of the collaborators. Then I will put a comma. I will add a tag with that way, a series, good. I will add a series email. I will say comma. I see Venerable Usikaro. I think I have his email, Usikaro or Theo. Okay, I don't know. I can't remember his email, but I know some people. Charis, I saw Charis here. I should have your email because Charis or Noah. So if I add your email, watch what will happen. You will receive an email. I will save. You will receive an email. Can you see your names, your pictures, and everything here? So what this means is instead of printing long papers of minutes of meeting, you can have the minutes of meeting digitally. People can view it here and they can make corrections here. Okay, so this is one very good function of Google Keep for keeping very relevant information and other reasons that are mentioned. You can also use it on your phone as your to-do list. Let's say to do, let me see, okay, this is church. Let me see church. I'm opening label for church. Okay, I don't have anything for church here. What else? Notes. Let me see notes. Okay, this is VC's comments during online matriculation. So this was just me keeping notes about a vice chancellor's comment during a meeting. So I can refer to it anytime, and this was kept here several years ago. You don't have fears to worry about whether it will get lost. So with this, I want to stop here and assuming that I have taken everything. Take note, there is settings. You can manage the settings. If you want to change the theme, you can change it to a dark theme, like what I'm saying now. I just changed it to a dark theme. If you want to do that, then leave the view, the list. If you want to make it a list or a grid view, you do that. So then if you want to archive a comment, it doesn't mean that you are deleting it. Take a look at this under here. I can archive this comment here. Okay, then it will go to my archives here. It doesn't mean that I've deleted it to come to my bin. Then one last thing I would like to show you about this is, let's go back to minutes of meeting. Now, for each minute of meeting, should I want to put a picture to help me remember, what that event was about, I can come here and search. I'm actually trying to download a picture now. I'm trying to download a picture. And then I will say, okay, I'm trying to upload a picture here that explains what this is about. Good. So now can you see what is happening on the screen now? So you can even include pictures. Even if you want to sketch an idea, see these three dots here, click on it and say add drawing. Maybe it's an idea you have. You are like, okay, I have an idea to build a house. Okay, I have an idea to build a house, and this is the house. This is the house I want to build. But before I can build this house, I need to have money. Then I need to pay all my outstanding debts. And then I need to get a building plan. So you just quickly ideate this thing, and immediately you ideate it and you go back to your design. Can you see that the drawing I just did is now here as a sketch? So Google Keep is a place to keep all your ideas and for you to access them at any time. So having said that, I want to now move to tool number 3. So let me come back to I'll stop sharing my screen now and then come back here to confirm to see if we have let me see if anybody is drawing any value from what I'm doing so far, because I'm going to tool number 3. Okay, so tool number 3. Good. So tool number 3 is what? Google Drive. Tool number 3 is Google Drive. Some of us have heard about cloud service and cloud storage. Maybe your boss will tell you, why not save it into the clouds? Okay. So this is what it means to save something into the cloud, and I want to describe it for you. But before I do that description, Please, I want to go through the comments to ensure that I'm not being too fast. And even if I'm too fast, please, you can always rewatch this video, rewind, and watch from the beginning to the end. Pause where you need to pause, and then until you understand it. And don't forget, like I said, anything that is not clear for you right now, you can actually what's the grammar now? You can actually reach out to me in the upskill community. Like I've already promised, I'll be having a one-on-one private coaching session for anybody, not anybody who wants to learn more, because time will not permit me to do details here. I'm going to be making myself available from now till March to do that for you. So please take advantage of now till the end of March. So let me go to the comment section and see if there's anybody that's appreciating what I'm doing, because we're going into tool number 3. Good. I see Sylvia. Sylvia says this is educative. Thank you. Chari says nice one, deal. Dr. Taiwo says, can you upload to Google Keep? Yes, you can upload pictures, you can upload, you can include links to pictures. But if you are talking about uploading files, I don't recommend Google Keep. Google Keep is not the place to go and be loading documents, okay? Google Drive is the place to load documents, and that is what we want to do now. I want to teach you about that one. So let me check if there are any more questions. Please, if you have questions for the tools I've taken so far, please drop those questions. Somebody saying very impressive. Omolola says great job. Anthony says, what is the website? Good, I like questions. What is the website one can use for the AI Google form creation? Now, for those of you who enjoyed that AI Google form creation, because of time, send me a private message. Let's meet in the upskill community, and I will tell you how to sign up in Google Labs. I'll teach you this. The scope of this video will not teach me how to help you gain access to that AI feature, because as it is right now, not everybody, if you go to forms.google.com, you will not see this AI feature. All right, but I will explain to you after now how you can access that AI feature to be able to create Google Form. Thank you for this question. So let's see if there's any other question, because I want to ensure that everybody has something to grab today. Okay. Then another person is saying, I have benefited from the training. Please, I didn't get how you did the AI questionnaire. Okay, you can watch this video again, or you can reach out to me and I will give you a one-on-one training on how to create it by yourself. Thank you so much. Madam Folashade says, thank you, Sylvester. Rachel says, I feel the form. Okay, so let me now continue with this training with tool number 3. Please, I will always remind you, always don't forget, this is 5 Google tools you need in 2025. Subscribe to this channel now if you have not subscribed, so that you keep getting access to learn about the things I do here for free. Okay, so click on subscribe to encourage and support the work we do, and share this video with other people. Let them know that learning is going on right now. Okay, so let us now look at the tool number 3. Tool number 3. Okay. Tool number 3. Sorry, I'm trying to make you see my slide, but you're not seeing the right slide. Tool number 3. Great. Good. So tool number 3 is what? Google Drive. Tool number 3 is Google Drive. And Google Drive can be used. Google Drive is a storage platform. It's a place where you can keep your files. You can store your files, both small, both large files. It's like the file manager in your phone, where you keep pictures, videos, documents. It's also like the file manager in the file management system in your computer. You know, when you click on my computer on your laptop, you will see desktop, you will see pictures, documents, and all that. What you do normally is you keep your files inside these places in folders for safekeeping. But what if that laptop crashes? What if someone steals your laptop? What if someone steals your phone? What will you do? That is the why you need what we call what? Google Drive, to keep all your documents and any relevant thing that you need on the go. Secondly, as I am standing here with you today, there is nothing you would ask me for that I'm not able to share with you or provide for you. For instance, if you have a job opportunity or a project opportunity for me today, all you just need to do is, Sylvester, send me your most current CV. I know some of you, what you do is you start going to look for a business center where you can type your CV or where you can update your CV. In my own case, because I use Google Drive and all these tools, I have uploaded my CV into Google Drive. So even if I'm in the village, even if I'm in the US, wherever I am, whether I'm with my computer or not, I can access that CV or any type of document I'm looking for because I have uploaded it to the cloud. Okay, so Google Drive is a cloud storage services that you can use to do any of the 10 following reasons. Number one, you can use it to store and share files like presentations, etc. Number two, you can use it to back up your research data. I'm going to be showing you all these later. Then you can collaborate by sharing, access important documents from anywhere, just like I've said. You can manage your library's digitization projects, which I have done for many libraries in Nigeria today, using QR code technologies, embedding that using Google Drive as the cloud storage for those who are unable to purchase a cloud storage from Amazon. Google offers this 15 gigabyte service for free. And you can use it to keep business operation files, etc. So enough of this grammar, Sylvester. Let us do a practical to see how Google Drive works. All right, what is the hands-on? Now let me share my screen and let us do a practical to see how Google Drives work. Woo, woo, woo. Oh my goodness, let me share my screen. This one is going to be interesting. So let me share my screen again. Okay. Let's do a practical for this now. So now we are now going to be doing a practical for Google Drive. And if you remember how I said to access any Google services, what did I say you should do? Who is there? Put it in the comment section. All you just need to do is what? You type the name of the service or the tool, and then you attach google.com. So in this case, we are looking at drive.google.com. So we'll type drive, that's Google Drive. You say drive.google.com and you hit the enter button. So immediately you type drive.google.com, guess what you will see? It will now open the Google storage service for you. So this is what the Google Drive environment looks like. So please excuse me. All right. Okay, so now we are here in Google Drive, and I'm going to take you through a lot of the things you see here. Now, take a look at Google Drive. Google Drive, we have talked about what you can use it for. So how can you use it? Now, I am Sylvester and I have some documents I want to keep for posterity and so that I can access it in real time in the future. How do I save it or store it on Google Drive? The first thing I need to do is what? I will click on what? New. Immediately you click on new, you will see a lot of options which show up and it will ask you, what do you want to create? So in this case, I will say I want to create a new folder, and then it will ask me, what is the name of that folder you want to create? I will say, create a folder for Sylvester's documents. I would say test, so that I can, I will say I will delete this later. Anything I put here, I will delete later. So I will say create the folder. Now take a look at what will show on the screen. a folder has now been created. And among, if this is my personal Google Drive now, you can see different projects, different folders I have here. This is the data, my own database of everything I do. Some of you may want to ask, Sylvester, how do you protect some of your slides? Not all the time. I've started using another way to protect my slides. I now put them on Drive. Anyway, let me not digress because I'm not teaching Google Slides today. So let me not tell you that secret. So let's just go on to what I'm creating. So this is a folder I have created. So I will double click and the folder will open. So now this folder is open, but it's telling me that this folder is empty, that I need to drop something inside this folder. The next thing I will do is I will say, okay, new, add a file. Can you see file upload? This is how to upload a file into Google Drive. You click file upload. If it's just one file you want to upload, you do that. But if it is your entire folder that has your CV or your entire research work, you will just click on folder and upload the entire folder. In this case, I am uploading just a file. So I'll click file upload and I'll go to my computer and identify a file that I would like to upload. So I'm going to my computer now. I'm searching for a file I would like to upload. So I'm uploading two files into this folder. And what are the names of these two files? The name of these two files are, okay, the two files are, I'm searching for a file. Please give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yes. Wow, they're just pictures I'm seeing here. Okay. 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 So take a look at my screen. You will see something showing here saying uploading three items. That's because I've just selected. Can you see? The items are coming. I just uploaded three personal documents of mine into my Google Drive. And what are those documents? The first one is a logo of Break It Down Initiative. The second one is a certificate that was presented to me by the National Library of Nigeria for participating in their program. So for safekeeping, I am uploading this certificate here. Come the next 20 years, if I sign into my Google account, I'll be able to access this certificate. The next thing I uploaded here is what? My logo for the Upskill and Connect Village. Now, the next question somebody may want to ask, what if I want to give somebody access to collaborate with me in this folder? I want to tell somebody, to show somebody what my document looks like, Sylvester's documents, okay? That is where we call what? Collaboration. I want to share my folder with you so that you can see it. There's a button, so I'm going to go back to Drive and then take a look at this. Can you see the folder? If I click these three dots here, if I click these three dots, see what comes up here. It's asking me, what do you want to do about this folder? So I want to share this folder with those of you who are watching now so that you can see it. And how do I do that? I will say copy the link. Copy the link to access this folder. So I'll click on copy link. So immediately I click on copy link, it's asking me a question here. Do you want to manage who has access to this folder? So I'll click yes. So I'll click on manage. The next question now is, do you know, it's telling me general access. It's saying anybody that has this link, it's telling me that the link is restricted. So I will change the setting to what? Anyone with this link, can you now see? Anyone with this link will be able to what? To view the elements in this folder. Then if I want to add other features, anyone with this link should be able to edit. And this is a risky thing to do. I know some people will ask, is it safe to give people links to your documents in your drive? Yes, it is safe to the extent that you make it. I can decide, even if I give you a link to my documents in my drive, I can withdraw that access. I can make you be a viewer only. You can't download it. I can make you to be able to download, to edit and delete whatever is in that drive. So in this case, I'm going to make you to be able to view it only. So now I've copied the link. So I'm coming to you on the stream, and I'm sharing it with you so that you can see. Click here to view my documents for learning purpose only. After now, I will delete it. So I've done that. Then I'm also pasting it in the upskill community. So if you're in the upskill community, you will see the link I've just shared with you. If you click on that link, what will happen is it will take you into this folder. If you click on that link, it will take you into this folder. I'm trying to check my notes if there's something that I'm skipping. Google Drive, storage, okay, upload, create, manage, share, and yeah, good, thank you. So that is for sharing documents on Drive. Then there are other things I would like you to see. In this left-hand corner, can you see the storage space that is given to you? You only have 15 gigabytes of storage space provided by Google. But immediately you exhaust this storage space, it means you click on get more storage. Now, if you have videos you want to store here, large files, you can put them here and Google will store them for you. But they keep taking more spaces the more you use them. Then what else do I need to check here? Is there something I'm not treating? Pardon me. Um, I just want to be sure something that I'm treating everything. Okay. Then also let me also inform you, all the services of Google, all the documents you create using Google, they automatically come into this drive. It's just like the hard disk of your computer. If you do a work on Microsoft Word on your computer, it is saved to my documents. That's how if you do a work on Google Docs or Google Sheets, it all comes to save here. Every form you create, anything you do at all, they come here and they save here. So as you can see, all these things you see now on my drive are recent documents and things that I have done, and they are all saved here. These are slides of mine, they are all saved here. Now I can give you access to this slide by clicking on these three dots, and I will say share. And when I say share, I will be able to set permission for you to view only and not be able to edit it. Okay, and these are some of the settings you can make to files you create on Google. When we meet privately, I will be able to teach you many other functions and things you can do on Google Drive. Looking at the top right corner, you will see Google Keep. Google Keep will now help you to organize yourself. Can you see? So over here now, remember I said Google is a suite of so many applications. So Google is like an integrated system. As you are working here, it has connection to do with other form parts of Google services. See what I created that other time, it's all here. So if I have a tool here that I want to document or I want to transfer from my Keep into my Drive, I'll be able to do that. Great. So having said that, I think if I take questions, it will help me treat your pain points better. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen now so that I can now take questions for this tool number 3, because I'm now going to tool number what? 4. We have just two more tools, and then we'll call it a day. Don't forget, we have spent 1 hour 26 minutes so far. My target was 2 hours, but from the way it's going, we may be a little above 2 hours. We have 2 more tools remaining. Now, let's go back to Google Drive. I want to see, do you have questions, or did you learn anything from Google Drive explanation I made now? Let me check the comment section if there are any tools. Somebody is asking a question, so let me take those questions now. Says, wow, this is good. Then Askira says, nice one. And Sylvia says, please, can you repeat on how to create a new folder on Google Drive. Now, thank you for this question that I've asked. There will be no need for me to repeat what I have said before. You know why? Because after now, all you just need to do is rewind this video and you will be able to watch everything that I've said at your own pace. You can learn at your own pace. So I think I've answered your question. So good. Somebody's asking another question. Dr. Princess is saying, is there any subscription for Google Drive? Yes, I explained it just now that Google Drive gives you 15 gigabytes storage space for free. But if you want to get more storage space, you have to, because I have one other Gmail account right now where even my WhatsApp messages and database stores to. The storage is full. 15 gig over 15 gig has been exhausted. So this my other email now is what is saving me. So if I need more storage, I have to subscribe to the service, and I think you can pay up to 3,000 naira for a year. It's even cheap. So you can check to be getting extra storage space. So having said that, I see Genero. Thank you for being here, Genero. And I see Ulaku Patience says very educating. So I want to assume that there's no other question for tool number 3. So I'm now going to proceed to tool number 4. Tool number 4. Okay, so let's look at what tool number 4 says. Ta-da! Tool number 4 is Google Docs. Google what? Docs. Let me see everybody say Google Docs. Just type Google Docs in the comment section, because this is one of the tools that can revolutionize the way you are working this year. This tool will change the way you work this year. Okay? Before I continue, okay, I will take all the questions later. So this will revolutionize your work this year, Google Docs, and I want to explain some things to you. Now, some of you are researchers. Some of you carry research projects here. Today, we are going to do a practical. I want all of us to do the hands-on session together. We have been hearing about collaboration, online and real-time collaboration. Some of you don't even know what that means. So we are going to demonstrate it, how to do a collaborative research work. Sometimes we hear that a published work has 3 authors, 4 authors, 5 authors. But you find out that only one person in his computer, the other person, and send the literature review document to the person that is doing introduction. So that person opens it, copies from that document, pastes in his own introduction. The person doing the methodology, they will copy again. So that is so stressful. We have very effective ways to carry out this in real time, such that I can be on the same document. As I'm writing the introduction, I will be seeing the other person writing the literature review. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. While I'm doing the literature review, I can see another person doing chapter 3 in real time. If that person noticed that what I wrote in chapter 2 has an error, the person can come there and be writing on top of what I'm writing. It's just like having a foolscap paper. As I'm writing, there's another hand here that is writing also with me. So all the collaborators are writing on the same document. That is what Google Docs is. Writing in real time. Okay? And you don't have to press Ctrl S to save your documents. Okay? Everything you write and type in Google Docs is saved automatically to Google Drive, which is the Google Clouds. Okay? And yes. Now, what are the 10 ways you can use it? I've mentioned one of them. You can use it to write and collaborate research papers with co-authors. Number 2, you can edit and review student assignments with comments. Number 3, you can create meeting agendas, just like that one I showed Google Keeps. For some people, you may not be comfortable with using Google Keeps to take your official minutes. Then you can also use Google Docs to take your official minutes and agendas. Number 4, you can use this tool to draft and revise business plans. You can use it to prepare your resume. I'm going to show you all those secrets today. You can also use it to write and share academic proposals, draft book summaries. You have a book. Just before this training started, one of my little babies, Ayuri, she sent me a message. She's currently writing a book, and I promised her that I'm going to help her publish that book once she's through. Now, she was actually writing those books, her manuscript, in pieces of paper. During the December holidays, she told me that she had lost all what she suffered to write. Now, imagine if she was writing it on Google Doc. It will be saved on the cloud forever, and she wouldn't have the need to be worried about where is it. Let's say she's just a teenager now, and she may not even have strong passion to publish it now. Let's say if it is 10 years time she now is willing to publish it, all she needs to do is sign into her Gmail account, and then she will be able to access that book she wrote 10 years ago. So with all these explanation made, let us now do a practical. Let us go to the practical of this session. So let's see the practical of this tool number 4. So let's go to tool number 4 and see the practical. Pardon me, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment and then share my practical screen. So tool number 4 is docs.google.com. Now I will ask, you remember, how do you access docs.google.com? You go to your browser and you type docs.google.com. Immediately you type docs.google.com. Oh, it seems, I hope it's not my private document that is good. So docs.google.com will take you to the window, the environment of Docs. Okay, it takes you to the environment where you can create Microsoft Word documents. Let me tell you something. Just as we have the equivalent of Microsoft Word on your computer, the equivalent in the cloud environment is this tool I'm sharing with you now. Now, let me show you so that you even know what I'm saying. So if I click blank document, now it's just like creating a new page on Microsoft Word. Can you see it? This is a new page on Microsoft Word. And let me type so that you see. Just like in Microsoft Word, can we see? Let me do, just like in Microsoft Word, you see the font, the size. So let me increase my size to 18. So just like in MS Word on your computer, Google Docs can be used for word processing. And then there's bullet points. I think there's bullet points. You want to put a bullet point. See bullet points. You say, what can you use it for? Resumes, to prepare resumes, to prepare research work, etc. So this is your normal Microsoft Word, but it is in the cloud. You don't need to press Ctrl S. It's automatically saved into your Google Drive. Okay. So now the next thing is, how can we make the best out of this? So what I want to do is I want to go to my AI tool called ChatGPT. I will say, write a proposal, write a complete research work on level of poverty in Nigeria, including an abstract. So this is ChatGPT now. ChatGPT, we're not doing AI today. I'm going to ChatGPT because I urgently need content that we can use for demonstration for this exercise. So ChatGPT is in the process of creating this for me. I believe network is holding back. Or I can even use there's an AI feature here. So I'm going to delete what I wrote here. Why am I stressing myself? Let me teach you how to write here. Inside here, unlike Microsoft Word, inside here now, I can actually write that research work here. I'll say, help me write. So I will say, what is he helping me to write? I will say, help me write a complete research work with an abstract. So watch what will happen. The AI feature automatically writes my research work. What is this AI feature? It is called Gemini, gemini.google.com. So can you see that I have just written a research work of about how many pages? Let me check the total number of pages. Can you see my abstract is ready? The abstract is ready. The introduction is ready. The contributing factor, everything about the research work to the conclusion is ready. Okay. Now I cannot vet the anyway, I cannot vet the authenticity of what it has written. I didn't have the time to peruse through, but we are using this for learning purpose. Now we have to create a title. Now, here's the title. The study, this research will investigate the level of poverty in Nigeria. So we can say the title of this work, we can come here and say heading. We can say heading number 1. We'll say title is level of poverty in Nigeria. So that's the title. Then we'll not say authors. We'll not come here to say heading number 2 is authors. Heading number 2 is the authors. So for the authors, author number 1 is Sylvester Ebhonu. Okay. Now to prove, then I will not say other authors. Other authors number 1. So I'm going to put a bullet auto numbering feature here. Let me see. Auto number. Yes, so there's auto numbering here. Number 1, I don't want to write anybody's name. So the question you want to ask me now is, how can I collaborate with Sylvester in this project? I want to show you that just as I'm here now, you can be writing on this and on it. All I need to do is share this document with you, the link. And how do I do that? I'll click on share. Can you see share? I clicked on share. Then the next thing is saying I should name the document before I share it. Yes, I've named it. The name of the document is now level so. So the next thing is asking me, it says, do you want to give access to only specific people, or you want to give access to all the people that are watching you right now? So I'll say yes, I want to give access to anybody that has the link. And now it's asking me, what should anybody that has the link be able to do? Should they be able to just read what you are writing? Should they be able to edit it? In this case, I want you to be able to not just view it, but be able to edit it and write your name as a co-author. If you also want to beef up the abstract, you beef up the abstract. So I will say you will be able to edit. Immediately I change these settings. The next thing I do is what? I will click on copy link and I'll say done. So now I'm coming back to where I usually distribute the link. So I'm coming to meet you. I will say use this link to collaborate with Sylvester on a research project. This is for learning purpose only. So take note, I've just posted the link again for you to see. I'm going to my upskill community, and Christabel and Esiri, please help me distribute this link to group 2. Help me distribute to group 2. So I've just posted the link. Now take a look. You see people will start appearing on this my document now, because immediately you click on the link, it will bring you into this document as a collaborator, and now you'll be able to write your name as a collaborator. Meanwhile, I can come here and be writing my abstract. I'll be writing blah 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 blah. You see me writing over here. So I'm waiting. Who will be the first person to collaborate with me? Go into the document and write your name. Number one here, let me say John Doe. Then number two, who is number two? Let me see, let me see. I want to, this is a hands-on, not, we are not speaking grammar here. This is entirely practical. So I'm waiting to see those, just like you responded in filling the form. I want you to come into this document and see what it means to collaborate on a research work. This can also be repeated for any type of project you are having with your team members. You can say, okay, come, I've written this part, or I've done this part. You come and do this part. So I'm waiting for feedback. Let me check the comment section to see how everything is going. So I'm going to take a little break to see. Okay, I'm taking a little break because I'm waiting for people to feel that, to put their names there as collaborators. I see Rachel. Rachel says this is great. My friend and cosmate Ejo says Google Docs. Now, wow, it's never too late to learn. Yes, Auntie Deborah, thank you for being here. No matter your age, that's why I tell people the upskill community, what we do there is, regardless of your age, regardless of whether you say you don't know computer at all, the way I teach is just, I try to break it down so that you can understand it, okay? So you can learn at any time and make the work you do easier, make your life easier with technology. And I'm here to assist you in that journey, okay? So, yes, thank you, everybody. So now let me check to see if we have people who are feeling. Wow, wow, I wish I can give Madam Aisha Askira a gift. Can you see? She's the first person to collaborate with me on this document. Take a look at this. Her name is here. You see, just as I'm typing on this document now, she's typing. Madam Askira, can you continue typing and let us see what will happen? Continue typing and let us see what will happen so that people can see in real time what you are typing. So I'm still going to give little moments. I want to see somebody typing in real time so that we'll see how this works. Okay, this is taking so much time. We may have to go to the next two. I have to go to the next two. Uh-oh, nobody's joining. Nobody's joining. Oh, okay. Okay, let me just continue. Okay, let's just, okay, but based on this, somebody just came in. Anonymous, the person's name is Anonymous Frog. Oh, what did I see? So somebody's just joined. See, here is where you can monitor all the collaborators of your documents. Good. Anonymous Frog is about to type. Can you see? Sylvia. Can you see the name? Can you see how everything is going? So this is what I mean by real-time collaboration. So if it is the contributing typing here, Anonymous Frog is also typing here. So that is how it is. If I want to make any edit, I do that. Everything that Microsoft Word has is here. You can share it. If you want AI to ask AI to help you to even enhance the work better, you can enter a prompt here and AI can help you do all this. So with this, we have come to the end of the tool number 4. So I'm going to stop sharing and then I come back here to share with us the final tool for today, which is tool number what? 5. Tool number 5. Let us now look at tool number 5. Tool number 5. Tool number 5. Yes. So while I'm waiting to go into tool number 5, I want to read comments. I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments so that before I go to the final tool for today, I know that we understood every other tool that I have taught. So let me wait a little to get your feedback, and then we proceed to tool number 5. To tool number 5. So very quickly, let me just make an announcement. Let me make an announcement. I want to make an announcement about what is next after this webinar. Yeah. So if you check your screen now, you are going to see a flyer on the screen. The flyer is a flyer of an event that is coming up next week. I think next week, 28th. Next 2 weeks or so. So on the 28th, there's going to be a training on artificial intelligence organized by the IT section of NLA. So for those who are interested in that training, it's also a free training. So please do well to follow the NLA IT section on Facebook so that you can get the link, because the event will be streamed on the NLA IT section Facebook. So do well to follow the Facebook channel or page so that you can get the notification once we start. So let us now look at tool number 5. But before we do that, I said I was going to check for our comments. So somebody has asked a question. It says, it cannot be edited unless the app is installed. Now, let me explain this to you. Thank you for that point. For those of you who tried using your phone to edit that document I sent, I know you may have experienced difficulty, some of you, because some people were successful. The reason why you were not successful is because to edit, you need to install Google Doc. There's a drive. You need to install that Google app on your phone. But if you're using a computer, you don't need to install anything. It's a web-based platform. Okay? Also, you can view it on your phone, but you cannot edit it. So if you want to be using phone for things like this, make sure you install the app by going to Play Store, Google Play Store, to download the necessary app. So having said this, I will now proceed to the last tool for today. Okay, there's another question here. Let me just take on the question before we go to the last two. This question says, the introduction of AI to this application, is it for, as has made this, oh, sorry, I'm not getting the, let me take it gradually. The introduction of AI to this application, is it for, as has made these applications more interesting? Okay, maybe this is just a comment from Dr. Charis. That is a typographical error. I think she wants to say the introduction of AI into these tools that I've reviewed today has made the training and application interesting. Thank you so much. Okay, so and then Askira, as usual, very supportive lady, says she's learning a lot today. I'm happy to hear that. Now, the last tool for today is this: Google Calendar. I'm going to be brief with this. I told you we are spending only 2 hours. It's just 1 hour, 51 minutes that we have spent so far. Google Calendar. Now, Google Calendar, I don't want to speak so much grammar. We already have an idea what Google Calendar is. But there are many people who still don't understand Google Calendar. Google Calendar brings about positivity for me, productivity for me. So I always recommend it everywhere I go. These are 5 tools that I use very frequently, and I thought to share with you. Now, what can you use Google Calendar for? You can use Google Calendar oh, it's like you're not seeing it on my screen. Let me oh, sorry, I thought you were seeing my screen. Let me show you the screen so that you can see properly. Good. Yeah, so that's my screen. Good. So Google Calendar is the last and final tool for this video. Number one, you can use it to schedule classes. You can use it to schedule webinars and workshops. So if you have any event or something you want to do, you can use it to schedule it. Okay. Number two, you can use it to organize your project deadlines. You want to keep organized, you want to be reminded of things you need to do. I know in some schools, the exams and record people always come up with calendar for the year and they post it around the whole school. See, the way to digitize that thing is to actually use Google Calendar. Okay, and you can even add people's emails or people that needs to be informed, like the dean of each faculties and all that, so that they are aware of the calendar plan. Some of us, I know we didn't know, some of us may not know about this. You can set reminders for meetings, you can plan your study schedules, you can track book due dates in your library with Google Calendar, you can create recurring tasks, set reminders, etc. Now let us jump away from the from the grammar and let us do a hands-on on this tool number 5. So let me share my screen and let us do practical on tool number 5. It seems people are not sharing my video and I've not gotten any subscription so far, or maybe I'm not seeing it. Please click on subscribe and encourage people to watch and subscribe to this video. So I want to replace my screen. Let me share and show you how to do it yourself. Now, to access Google Calendar, all you need to do is go to Play Store and download. Okay, even your phones already have Google Calendar because it comes default with some Google apps, okay, like Google Maps and all that. So it also comes with the calendar. But if you are using your computer to manage all those tasks, all you need to type is what? calendar.google.com. Immediately you type calendar.google.com, your calendar pops right before you in your face. It shows you the calendar of the year. For instance, you can see now, for today now, which is 18th, see today's date in a grid view here. Today's date 18th, it now comes here to show me the different activities for today right from 7 a.m. You can see that my calendar for today, I had already scheduled it. That's how I plan myself with these tools. So I don't just come here to talk and not practice. Okay, all the events I have for the year, I gradually enter them into my Google Calendar to keep me reminded, because my head cannot take everything. So I come here and then I put them. So you see now, if I click on this event, it tells me that, hey, Sylvester, you have an event scheduled for Saturday from 12 o'clock to so p.m. titled Top 5 Google Tools Webinar. Okay, so this is a way to keep track of your events and be reminded in Google Tools. So the next question now is, how do you create an event or a reminder on Google Calendar? Number one, you click Create. Immediately you click on Create, it will ask you a question. Do you want to create an event? Do you want to create a task, like something I want to do later, a to-do list, and you want a reminder? Or do you want to create an appointment with somebody? So in this case, I will say I want to create an event. Now, there's an event that I'm going to be moderating next 2 weeks. And the name of that event is NLAIT Virtual Workshop Series 1. Okay, for 2025. So I've typed the name of that event. The next thing now is asking me, is it an event, task, or appointment? I'll say no, it's an event. Then it's asking me, what is the date? I will click on date and I will choose the date. The date is on the 28th. So can you see the date has changed? And here the date has come here too. So the time is not 2 p.m. I will come here and I will choose what? 7 p.m. This is a normal routine I do every day, putting everything I need to do in a calendar. If the event is holding all day, I will put all day. But in this case, it's going to be holding from 7 to 8 p.m. It's a 1 hour event and it does not repeat. Then I want to add guests, the people that will be anchoring the event with me. So, and I want to invite them. I will say the host of this event is Agu. Can you see Patrick Agu? He's the chairman of is the host of this event. So this calendar I am creating now, Patrick Agu will receive an email saying Sylvester has invited you for an event that is coming up on the 28th. And that is not all. The link for this event, watch oh, so I'll keep going down, and then it will ask me for the link for this event. So I will say if we are using Google Meet, we'll schedule a Google meeting here, and then if it's a physical event, I will add a physical location. But this one is not a physical. If I type National Stadium, can you see? National Stadium shows here. So for those of you who are organizing conferences and people don't know the location, instead of you to snap the map location and be posting on WhatsApp group, you can just create something like this and add all their emails and send to them. Automatically, they will get the map location and be able to locate where they are going to. So this is not a physical event. Then there's another place that says description. In this description, I'll be able to write about this event. I'll say, this is a one-day webinar on artificial intelligence. So that's it. Then what else? I will say save. So what this means is I'm through with my event. I'll click on save. It's now asking me, would you like to send this invitation email to your guest, Patrick? I'll say yes, send. So what I have done successfully now is I have an event coming up on 7 p.m. that I've put in my calendar here. Then there are different ways for me to monitor the things I have in my calendar. I can view in terms of week. So for this week, I can say, okay, what are the events I have for this week? What are the events I have for this month? Can you see in this month now? There are different events I have already, okay, including birthdays of people that you saved. They all show here. Are we together? Then what else? If it's by schedule, you will see all the schedules, everything that I have to do. They are all there for you to view. Okay, so this is how to use Google Calendar. Like I told you the other time, Google Keep and every other Google tool services, they are integrated, and you can see all this function all around. Having said this, let me now wrap up the training session for today. Please drop your questions because I'm closing this training in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's exactly 2 o'clock, and I'm about to wrap up this training. Yes, so I am now through with this. Let me share my concluding slide. Now, this PowerPoint is a very important one. And why is it important? Is because I have included for you all the, what's it called? All the 5 tools and the benefits, what you can use them for, even other tools, what you can use them for. And I'm going to be sharing this slide only with those who come to my private coaching studio. That's those in the upskill community. All you just need to do is immediately this training finishes, go there and tell me and type, I am interested in the personal private coaching session. Immediately you type that in the group, I will send you the link and the other details you need to join me in the coaching studio, where I can send you the slide. I can also give you a one-on-one coaching session. So with all these few points of mine, I hope that I've been able to prove to you that these 5 Google tools, number 1, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Keep, and Google Calendar can be used to enable you streamline your work, collaborate effectively, and stay organized in this year 2025. I don't know if this training you found it very helpful, but my goal for organizing this training was to help you to be able to streamline your work, improve your productivity in your place of work or in your academics, and also to help you collaborate effectively and make work to be done easy for you. Everything that can make your life easier, and also to help you stay organized, keeping track of projects, tasks, and schedules. Enough of those manual ways we do things. Enough of printing a lot of memos when you can use digital means. Okay, so this is the goal of me having this training with you today, and I hope that you have been blessed, and I hope that you find this relevant. Let me just I know I always do these free trainings, but there are only few people who send me gifts. If you scan the QR code by the left, this QR code by this left here, how do I point now? This place here, you can see a QR code scanner there. If you scan it, it will take you to a place where you can send me a gift. Just scan it and you'll be able to send me a gift. I'm not monetizing my YouTube channel yet, so but if you want to bless me through what I've done here today, just send me a gift using this link that I've posted there. Let me just paste the link here for. If you are led, you can send a gift there. Okay, then having said that, more um, okay. So I was saying, if you want to connect with me, you want to learn more about what I do. Uh, oops. Oh, sorry. There's a slide I want to show you. I'm finding it difficult to connect to that slide. If you want to connect with me or learn more, you can visit my website at www.thedigitallibrarian.com to learn more, or reach out to me on WhatsApp. And for what I've done here today, in case you cannot send me a gift, just encourage me by leaving a review. Just go and drop something about me in the comment section. Okay, just drop something about me. I want to put that for you. If you found this training session helpful today, just drop a comment, review review my method or trainings, leave a feedback. So just leave a feedback here for me. This will help me to see that you care about what I do and that you are giving a word of encouragement. You are recommending me to anybody that will find that will need a speaker, that will need someone to train their team and all that. Just inspire me with a 5-star rating. And lastly, should you have the need to contact me, you want to contact me personally, this is how you can contact me personally. My phone number Hello, can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Oh my goodness, I think okay. Okay, I think everyone can hear me now. I had a challenge with my computer, and so I had to resolve that challenge. But I want to use this moment to say a very big thank you to everyone who participated in this program. I'm so sorry this is how we are ending. I'm so sorry this is how we are ending. I've been able to fix the little challenge. Maybe because this is a punishment for going beyond 2 hours. I actually wanted us to wrap up in 2 hours, but I was about a few minutes late. So the mic just stopped working, and everything I was saying, you did not hear me. But what I was saying is reach out to me, okay? And you will learn further details about everything we've tried out here today. So thank you very much, Christabel, for the work you did behind. Thank you, everybody. Let me see your comments saying, yeah, I think it's time for me to dance. I need to cool off. Okay, it's a huge success. This is my number one goal for the year, and it's successful. So I want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let's meet in the upskill community. Yeah. Okay, somebody says the QR code is not reading. It's not picking on my QR code reader. Okay, I will send you the link. You can use the link in the comment section. All right. So I want to go now to the WhatsApp group and give you further details for us to continue one on one in my private coaching studio. All right. This has been a very small time. 5 Google tools you need in 2025. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Share this video with your friends. And I'm wishing you a happy new year and a happy new you. So, bye.